Welcome back. It's time to end Super Metroid.
Sorry about going in too much into detail at the closing.
Nah,
It's a habit of mine.
it's alright. Anyway, here we discover Metroids.
Yes, these are properly cloned Metroids.
And Rinkas, too.
Yes. I was to say, one of the crowning achievements for Other M was having 3D Rinkas. I loved that.
I guess so.
And yeah, these are proper SR-388 larval Metroids. They're only weak to extreme cold.
So, yep, Ice Beam and then 5 missiles. Just like always.
Or a super if you're feeling ballsy.
Eh.
But we want to save those supers for the brain herself.
Well, I already used a couple of missile sites. I'll get more from them and Frozen. I'll pick up more missiles off of a drop.
Yes, most likely. Yeah, they do drop lots of missiles, energy pickups, and whatnot.
There we go.
There you go. You got one right there. Yeah, and you gotta be careful, because they do pop out of nowhere, just like in the original.
Yep, so, preemptive attack.
First strike. 500 points.
Anyway.
Ah, pure lava.
And that doesn't hurt that much. And if you get caught by them, like here,
gotta drive them off with bombs, or you can or you can slaughter them with about 3 power bombs.
Anyway, yeah, I was desperate, so super missiles.
Yeah, use the super missiles as an emergency kill.
And these side hoppers cannot be killed.
These are fully grown adult side hoppers. They're completely impervious to Samus's weaponry. Wow. That's a Torizo. And a Metroid killed it.
Yep.
Their stone skin's supposed to make them impervious to Metroids.
However, parts of them are biomechanical, like Samus's power suit itself.
Well, no, they're covered in a stone skin.
Oh!
All the flesh parts are... Whoa! That's the baby. Enlarged to insane proportions by beta radiation exposure.
As such, it viciously attacks Samus until the very last drop where... Wait!
And notice, it has 7 nuclei.
It recognizes her.
You hear that same chirp. It's angry with itself that it didn't recognize its mother.
So it flees in shame. And another desiccated side hopper. So how's it sound disintegrated upside down? I think. Anyway, screw it. Unlock the door. Fortunately, there is a recharge station right here.
Yep.
Alright.
Last couple of rooms before the brain.
Mm-hmm. Including a boss door. And note the other lack of coherent music.
Yep. There should be stuff here, but the baby Metroid actually killed it all.
Alright. And the final rest.
You can see Zebetites in the walls.
So much so that, in like a 1% run, they may as well be considered mini-bosses. Because you get so limited resources. I figured yeah...
You can't grind off of Rinkas in this game.
Nope, not here. Here we are.
Zebetites.
I'll take an insane amount of missiles.
Fortunately, in most cases, you can get a pretty good shot off on them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's one of the spots where you kind of want the spring ball. And super missiles will hurt the Zebetites really good.
Yep. Ah. If we leave them alone for too long, they regenerate.
They'll regenerate one stage every 3 to 5 seconds or so.
Here we go, Mother Brain.
Crack her tank open with missiles.
Because that's the only thing that'll actually harm her.
Yeah, she shrugs off charged plasma beam shots.
So, yeah.
Now, Zero Mission, they retconned her eye being in there, but that looks like teeth.
It looks like it is teeth. Yep. Here we go.
See, Mother Brain had this plan for a while. A battle body.
Yep. So I'm just let loose whatever ammo I have left. Rapid fire! Rapid fire!
Yeah, she will drop bombs of something at you and fire off psionic attacks.
So, once you've exhausted all your missiles, charge beam.
And really, you can't win this fight yet.
All you can do is weaken her.
All you can do is piss her off enough to really cut loose.
Oh! That robs you of a full tank.
Yeah, that's one of her more powerful attacks. And see, she's backed up. She's focusing.
And thing is, you want to make sure you have 3 tanks left. Because...
And here we go.
This happens!
Brain laser! The brain laser. This will blow your health down, and it'll drain your ammunition too.
And just when you think it's gonna finish you off, there's the baby.
Surprise!
Man.
The irony here is palpable.
And this scene is, of course, more or less reprising Other M in the very opening.
And bow before Mom. Steal that from Oasis Run. Okay, now Baby's gonna recharge your energy tanks to max.
Unfortunately.
The brain saved a little juice just for such an emergency. She was prepared for just about everything. And the Mother Brain's psionic abilities are potent enough that she can punch straight through the protective gel layer of a Metroid's epidermis.
Ooh!
In the remake on Other M, she actually gathers up enough juice to get one last brain laser in to totally puncture the Metroid. However, the power is overcharged, and we now have the Hyper Beam. All of your beam data crammed into one weapon. Rainbow Apocalypse.
So, just let loose.
A semi-automatic plasma caster of complete and utter destruction.
She never saw it coming. Well, this ends Mother Brain for good.
Yes.
Unfortunately, a load-bearing boss, as always. Time bomb set! Escape immediately!
That's supposed to say get out fast.
That was in the NES.
Yeah, the Hyper Beam will blow up anything that's in your way, so just fire at will. You're also invincible while firing it, so don't really be afraid to keep firing. Just mash that Y button until you get out of here.
But yeah, now the self-destruct is gonna go off. Unfortunately, this time around it engulfs the entire planet.
Yes, there are so many time bombs in Torian that the whole planet's gonna go. They're all set up in Lower Norfair. They're gonna ignite the core of the planet and turn the entire mass into a giant bomb.
In short, Mother Brain had this plan so just in case she was defeated, so that if she were to go down, she would definitely bring Samus down with her.
Yep. Now, 3 minutes is reasonably generous, but you have to be very careful and do not screw up any times. You will die.
Would you believe I managed to get through this in roughly 27 seconds? Well, with 27 seconds to spare.
Pushing it, Adam.
Pushing it, I know, but the thing is, I don't know, I was trying to be cautious as well so that I don't end up falling all the way back to the bottom. And fitting bookends. Her zero mission in Zebes, and then this. Unfortunately, this time around, her home will be lost forever.
Yep, K2L got sterilized. This planet's about to explode. She never set foot on Talon 4 until after that, mission.
Mm-hmm. So, yep. All you can do now is try to escape.
Well, there is one last act of kindness you can perform.
Which, of course, I am going to do for the sake of continuity.
Aside from the fact that it's what Samus would do.
Yeah. And oddly enough, these critters
it comes back to save her sweet hide in the next game.
I know, right?
The Edikuas and the Takora, carrying its egg no less. They need an escape route.
Go!
And they will steal a space pirate sperm pod and GTFO while you make your own escape.
Yeah, I was really pushing it.
Yes, and like on Ceres, some of these geysers will stun you.
Right.
But at the ship...
Time to say farewell to Zebes. Forever.
The core's been ignited. Oh boy. This is gonna throw the whole system into disarray. Cause you know that some of those chunks hit Talon 4.
And look, you may notice, see that?
Alright, there it is. Ding!
The operation was completed successfully. Clear time, 2:20. That was roughly 5 minutes less.
Than Mobius.
No, than my old run.
Oh, yes.
He clocked out at 2:16. But he got 3% less items than I did. Yoshio Sakamoto, you have a lot to answer for.
Oh, yes.
But, yep, this brings Super Metroid to a close. Obviously, the next game in the timeline is Other M, even though people want to deny it ever happened.
Well, they're not going into fanon discontinuity mode yet. It's just that there are elements of it that are really, really bad.
But aside from that, at least the way it ends is it does match up with what happens in Fusion.
Well, there are a few aspects of Other M that even I'm willing to defend, but we'll get to that later.
Oh yeah, I believe the composer for this game, Kenji Yamamoto, I think he was also involved in the soundtrack for Prime, I believe.
Possibly, yes.
And of course, this credits theme is reprised in Brawl as a stage theme. And quite frankly, it was definitely one of my favorite tracks in Brawl.
Yep.
So, I'll just have to see what my item collection rate is. But yep, next in line will definitely be Other M. Yes, I'm returning to that one. Instead of cheaping out with the theater mode, I'm actually gonna play all the way through to the very end.
We probably don't want to go into theater mode, because if we do that, I will be highly tempted to channel my inner my inner MST fan. Which we don't want.
No.
Because I can be very caustic about Other M.
Yep. And yep, I managed to be in the time I needed. Your rate for collecting items is 64%.
Nintendo 64!
See you next mission.
Yes. And of course we got a shot of Samus's hot bod. And that's where I'm going to stay on that subject.
Yes, you better. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Bad boy!
Thanks for watching Super Metroid. See you next time for Metroid Other M.
Later, folks.
Later.